All right, man. Let's talk about the Lions. Now made some moves. They released one player, um, and four moving to the pup and non-football injury related list. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, Jameson Williams, I'm gonna get to him in another video, but he's the only one on the NFI list because his football happened in college. His injury happened in college football. So that was considered a non-football related injury because it didn't happen in the National Football League. So for those not understanding, so that's the difference. So Justin Rogers, Lions get rostered at 80 by releasing one, moving forward to the injury list. So they're gonna miss the first four games of the season. Troy Lions got the team roster down to require 80 players ahead of Tuesday afternoon's deadline by releasing veteran linebacker Sean Deion Hamilton and moving four players. Defensive end Romeo Okwara, fullback Jason Cabinda, wide receiver Jameson Williams, defensive lineman Josh Paschal to the injured list. Excuse me, which will keep them out of action for at least the first four games of the regular season. None of the injuries news are particularly surprising. Williams and Okwara still working their way back from long-term injuries. Lions traded up 20 spots in the first round to snag Williams. We all know that. Cora, meanwhile, suffered a torn Achilles in week 4 last season. Speaking earlier this camp, he expressed optimism about his recovery, although no timetable has return has been publicly provided. Now, Cam Akers came back pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Like he got injured in the offseason, came back by the playoffs. So, everybody healed differently, but I don't know. He gonna get released anyway. So obviously they should never paid him or Galladay, and that was the seemed like the correct answer. He'd be gone next year. Him and his brother probably both be gone. His brother, they remember he injured too. At least Levon is working Julian went on this list, but he ain't done enough. They probably gonna be both gone next season. You know, Romeo just he better with his hand in the dirt. They stood him up last season. He was atrocious. He was atrocious, and you know, uh, no, but it is what it is. He was atrocious though. Um, so I mean, it is what it is. Once again, most of these blows are coming to the defensive line. Ornazorki, he's still injured. Uh, Julian Williams, he played a part with his hand in dirty and standing up. Um, you know, Josh Pascal, we get there. It looking like a bad pick. People watch some highlights. Oh, he wasn't that bad. Man, come on, highlights. That's what they call highlights. So he said, of course, said I'm very confident. Of course, said guys go through this surgery all the time, especially in recent years. I'm very, very optimistic with my recovery. Pascal and Cabinda suffered their injuries earlier this offseason program. Pascal, the team's second round pick in 2022, has been out after having surgery to repair a sports hernia. Cabinda, who was a key contributor on special teams beyond his fullback duties, is dealing with ankle injury. All four be eligible to return week 5 game in New England, in New England on October 9th, although current expectations are Williams and Okwara will need additional time, so you won't even see them. As for Hamilton, he joined the Lions as a waivers claim in January 2021. He was unexpected. He earned unexpected praise from head coach Coach Dan Campbell that offseason, but never got a chance to make the roster, suffered an undisclosed season-ending injury during last year's training camp. The offseason, Hamilton had been buried on linebacker depth chart behind Alonzoni, Derek Barnes, Chris Board, Anthony Pittman, rookie Malcolm Rodriguez. Hamilton most recently logged 31 snaps between defense and special teams during last Saturday's preseason game against the Colts. So, like I said about Josh Pascal, man, waste the draft pick is looking like. And so was Julian Okwara so far. Sorry to say all this. Sorry to be blunt, but like a lot of them was wasted draft pick. They keep drafting these dudes is injured. Tavai came in injured, and they don't fucking produce. They don't produce. They keep drafting these beat up players and all this shit, and they come in and get injured. And even some of the healthy players, whatever they doing in their strength and conditioning program, it ain't working. It ain't working. And that's what I got to say. Whatever they doing, they strength conditioning program or keep their players healthy, it ain't working. It ain't working, dude. And You think about the draft they had last year. There's gonna be some names up there that people gonna remember. This wasn't. I hated that pick, man. He probably was somebody you could have gotten the third round, or maybe even the fourth round. But they picked him with the 46 overall pick, one pick before a Jabba went, which I would have. They took him over Jaquan Bisker. They remember that name. George Pickens. They could have waited to. They could have used the. They could have used the. They could have used the. And in hindsight, it's always easy to say. Instead of moving up 20 spots to get Jameson Williams, they could have just took George Pickens, healthy, killing it there. And they could have moved up and took Jordan Davis. They could use the help right now. They could have moved up and took Quay Walker from linebacker Georgia. Devin Lloyd was another linebacker. They didn't really need to take no receiver. Daxton Hill, Lewis Sign. It was a number of guys they could have took, dude. A number of them. I mean, something about tight ends and injury-prone players. So it's gonna be some names that people are gonna remember up there, man. And to me, we'll see. People say, "Oh, you better be worth it" and all that shit, man. I don't know. To me, he was already injured. He do survive cancer. Real talk. Injured, all that. You gonna draft this dude? And then Anazorki is injured. Double whammy. I really don't see it turning out good for this team next year. I don't. I know a lot of y'all got faith and all that type of stuff, dude. But I don't really. I just don't see it. They got too many weaknesses. D-line trash because of all the injuries. Julian, Romeo. I know Julian stand up. He put his hand in dirt. Julian, Romeo, Levi, Josh Paschal. And shit, somebody else get fucking injured, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap like Saran. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I mean, it is what it is. They continue to make the same mistakes, and the fans don't see it. I can see them now. I can see them. And offensively, they did upgrade, but you were supposed to do that last year. You were supposed to do that last year. Yeah, but like I said before, man, um, Romeo, Okwara, and Julian, they about to be gone anyway. They about to be gone anyway. They about to be gone anyway, but it is what it is, man. And they just weak in the wrong spots, bro. You can't be weak at linebacker in the D line. You can't be weak at the D line and the linebacker. Then it's questions. It's questions in the back end. You already got injuries back there. There's questions. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. But this injury hurt. It really did. Because they was counting on him to play the 3 technique and be on the defensive end. And he was supposed to be insurance for Levi Anazorki. Now Levi Anazorki injured. Now they say they expect him to be ready for week 1, man. He just looking like a lost cause too. Hate to say it. He looking like a real lost cause. Come on. Can't stay healthy. You had a whole year to sit out football. A whole year, your back hurting. Then you had a whole season off season. He really didn't play that many snaps last year. You had all that time. And then he hurt again. Then he hurt again. If that don't sound like a bust, I don't know whatever did. And I love the pick. Dude was badass. Dude can't stay healthy. Can't stay healthy. I know Brad Holmes and them, they building it slow and all that type of stuff, and I understand that. But dog, we've been building the trenches for last 10, 15, 20 years damn near. We've been drafting defensive linemen and all that type of stuff. Come on. You ain't doing nothing that we ain't already seen, dude. But I mean, this one is the most detrimental. The thing encouraging is that it look like Anazorki is gonna play, but at what, a wrong pull, a wrong push, a wrong pop. You know what I'm saying? Then he gonna be on the injured again. So it's just like, man, it's frustrating because you see them making the same mistakes previous GMs made and stuff of that nature. But they upgraded the offense a lot, and we see if Aaron Glenn can take scraps and make a 5-course meal. He did it all last year. So I mean, it's possible. I think the offense is a huge upgrade, but then again, what it's boiling down to is that they depending on a bunch of injury prone players. That's what it's boiling down to. They count on a whole bunch of injury prone players. DeAndre Swift, Levi Anazorki, Josh Paschal. And that's what they put on DJ Shark coming off an injury. Jameson Williams. When we talk about him in another video. So it's getting like we going down the same street again. You like going down the same street, but it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financial and support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All my information is in the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Check Detroit Lions Talk playlist out for more videos like this. One time for the one time. Peace.